Hey guys, today on my channel, I want to talk about the harsh realities of fashion in Canada. You know, when I came to Canada, I was so peculiar about everything. My clothes have to be ironed every time I go out. My shoes have to be dusted and cleaned. You know, my clothes have to be on point. Perfume has to be on point. Makeup on point. Nails on point. But nowadays, you know, when you're new, when you see the way they do stuff here, you're going to be like, oh, what is this? Why are you guys doing this? Your shoes are so dirty. It didn't take me long. I joined the crew. They just gave me 3 to 4 years. I joined the crew. Because Canada has a way of sucking you in. You get so busy that at the end of the day, you are so tired. You don't have time for anything. Anything you see, you wear. You wake up in the morning, you see this t-shirt in your laundry basket, you carry, you wear. You come out, you see this shoe, you come out, you wear it. You don't even care if it's dusted. You don't give a shit about anything. You don't care if it's iron, nothing. So, you know, for me, as you all know, I have been here for 20 years, all right? At the beginning, I was like, okay. And you know, the funny thing is, in Canada, years are going to pass you by. You will not even know what is happening to you. You will not even see it passing by. What I mean by that is this. I remember the first year I came to Canada. I was like, nah, I couldn't wait to get a job and everything and start working and make my own money and buy my own clothes and buy my own makeup, buy my own shoes. Then when I got to that stage now, I bought all those things. But year to year, I have nowhere to go. Either it's one barbecue during summer, or it's one staff party at my old place, or it's maybe like somebody's birthday party here and there, or maybe like one wedding. I haven't even been to that much weddings in my life. Or it's church, or is it church you want to go to? Those are the only places that I have to wear the clothes. So when I used to be seeing it, I used to be asking my parents, this country, we're just buying clothes, but we have nowhere to go to with the clothes. Somebody just buying clothes. Yes, everything looks nice. You go to a shopping mall, you see new things, updated things, things are upgraded, but you have nowhere to go with them. So what is the point of buying them? So every year to year, I'm going to be like, maybe now, you know, there was no party this year. Next year, there's going to be party. The next year will come. You keep saying next year. And that is how 10, 20 years is going to pass you by. You don't even know what is happening. So for me, I have decided that from now on, no more impulsive shopping from me. Because I am tired and I have given up. I believe that 20 years is enough for me to see if there will be any party in Canada or if the fashion sense in Canada is ever going to improve. But one thing I know for sure, Canadians are Canadians. Canadians are not into fashion. Canadians, for the men, just give them 6 Costco shorts with maybe 10 colorful t-shirts, maybe 3 pairs of sneakers and 2 pairs of slippers, and that is it, they are set. Canadians are not into fashion. The women too, the same thing. Just give them a few pair of leggings, you know. With something to cover up the top. It's just about it. So there's no fashion in Canada. So for me, I have decided that no more impulsive shopping is going to come from me. I'm going to wear all the things I've purchased and acquired over the years. What I'm going to do is that I'll just try to stay in one weight for my weight not to fluctuate that much, because you can be becoming fat, then becoming skinny, then becoming medium. I'll try to maintain a particular weight so that the clothes that I have will fit me, and I will do with it, because honestly, I am tired. There's no point. I have shoes in my wardrobe I haven't worn for 5 years. If those shoes, if I was a person that was doing trend, fashion and all that stuff, everything will be expired. I have shoes 5, 7 years, I have never worn it. I'll be looking at it, they'll be looking at me. Every day when I'm cleaning my room, I'll take one, I'll dust it, I'm going to be like, one day I'll go to an event with it. The shoe is just there looking at me, and I'm looking at the shoe. So for me, no more buying of clothes. Honestly, I am tired. Because all those things too, they're not easy to get rid of, alright? Even when I want to declutter. Because Canada with all its seasons. Canada has 3 different seasons: spring, summer, and winter. You always have to declutter, bring out summer clothes, bring out spring clothes, bring out winter clothes. Every season, you have to bring some particular clothes out and take the other ones back. So it's exhausting. When you have a lot, it is very, very, very exhausting. I've been through that cycle over and over and over again. Keep saying that, oh no, I'm going to wear this next year, I'm going to do this, and it doesn't work. And getting rid of those clothes too is not easy, because I don't know about you guys, but for me, I get sentimentally attached to things. There are some things I want to look at them. I remember like what moment I was at when I bought it and everything, and I find it hard to get rid of it. Or sometimes I know like, oh, this thing used to look so good on me, I find it hard to get rid of it, So decluttering and getting rid of things too, it's not easy, and it's a lot of physical work. So I can imagine even as a family, if you're a wife that loves shopping, you have a husband that loves shopping, you have kids that love shopping, you're going to be in trouble. Because that part of my life, I really don't like it. It's a lot of work, and to me, it's just useless and exhausting. And especially with this pandemic thing, now everybody's working from home. The only places that you could even wear clothes is at the office, that you could even like take pride and feel good showing your clothes. But a lot of people are working from home. So the clothes are even more looking at you now. You're looking at it, they're looking at you. So what is the point? The house is congested with things and everything. For people that have uniforms, you go to work, the only place that you can wear your uniform is from your home to the boss, or you wear the clothes in your car. Nobody is seeing you, nothing. When you get to your office, you go to your change room, you change, you put everything in your locker, you go and work, you come out, you put everything back in your locker, wear your clothes again to go home. At the end of the day, now I understand why Canadians are not into fashion. Because honestly, it's pointless. All you should basically care about is just, like I said, stay in shape, be clean, and just make sure that you wear clothes that fit your morphology. That is it. Because at the end of the day, even I've noticed here, some of the things that I do here in Canada, I cannot dare do that in Europe or in Africa. In Canada here, like I said, at the beginning, I used to be cleaning my shoes every time. Anything I want to wear, iron. I used to be so careful because I'm like, I care about my image. But over time, you see that you put all those efforts and nobody even cares. Nobody even notices. You go somewhere, everybody's just like, hey, how are you? And I see you. They drink drinks, eat chicken. After everybody goes home, nobody cares about what you're wearing. Nobody gives a damn. So for me, I've joined the crew. Because honestly, I think nowadays even I'm even worse than Canadians. And I think the reason why all these things happening too is the weather. The weather is encouraging, man. You know that if it was sunny every time, it's very encouraging. But this winter, spring, total confusion. Either it's very rainy or it's very snowy. The sun even is basically 2 months. And even when it's sunny, it's so humid to the point that you find yourself again having maybe 10 favorite clothes that you end up wearing the same summer. Because sometimes you feel too sticky. Sometimes you try to avoid tight clothing. Because for me, I don't know about you guys, so for me, the older I get, I don't like tight clothes for some reason. I feel like I'm suffocating. I want things that are a little bit more fluffy and more loose and more flexible. So during summer, I might buy a couple of dresses, shorts and everything. At the end of the day, the way we are nonchalant in this country, I'll keep spending my whole time choosing between 1 to 10 clothes. And that's what I'm going to wear throughout the whole summer without even knowing that is what I'm doing. Because I have nowhere to go, to be honest with you guys. Since I've been in Canada, even the big events back home that you go to, almost every weekend is a wedding. Since I've been in Canada, I think I've been to 4 weddings in 20 years. People are not getting married like that. So they don't really have weddings here. There is really nowhere to wear the clothes. I don't know. For me, I'll wear what I have. Whether it's in fashion, whether it's trend is not trending, I don't care. I've gotten to the point of my life where I feel like I'm just wasting my money. And like I said, those clothes are not easy to get rid of. They're not easy to go through and get rid of. And sometimes even to be able to go and give it to Value Village or all those things, it's just a lot of work. Sometimes even those canteens that they have on the road that you feel like you can go drop off the clothes and everything, nowadays even they neglect it. Nowadays you take your clothes there and you go there after a while, you see that the rain has washed it. It's like they don't even pick up the clothes anymore. So basically the clothes stay there and it rains on it, it snows on it. So basically it's like, what's the point? And you also want to take your clothes back home too. But with the way the world is becoming nowadays, you don't want to take something that you put on your body and go and give it to somebody back home. Because trying to be good now, it turns into something else. And even when you want to take it back home, is it easy? Your kilos, you have things you want to take back home. You don't want to waste your kilos on just carrying clothes that you are not going to wear just to go and give it to people. Then you get back home now, you are stuck. You have nothing to wear. You know what I mean? So basically, I feel stuck. And when it comes to that thing that they call makeup, I've given up on that, to be honest with you. I don't know what it is, but the older I'm getting, when I was younger and I used to see my older aunts and everything, elder cousins, say, they're not into makeup that much. They just use pencil to draw the eyebrows, do this. I used to be like, me when I grew up, but I don't know what it is, man. The older I get, even makeup, I'm not into makeup, man. You buy a whole bunch of foundations, I have a whole bunch of Rihanna lipsticks and all that stuff. I have a whole bunch of expensive. When I look at it, I want to ditch myself because it's money. I wasted. The lipstick will be looking at me. The next time I want to open the lipstick and put it in my mouth, you know the lipstick is expired. But when you look at the money, $58, $60, you're like, what the hell, man? You have nowhere to go. You buy one lipstick. The amount of outings you have had has only permitted you to use maybe like 2 swabs of the lipstick. The lipstick is just there hanging somewhere on your makeup table. And the worst thing is that you go and even buy things, where to pack them, how to organize them, and they're just looking at you. Even perfumes, the same thing. Because it's not every perfume that you wear every day. Perfume is the same thing. You buy expensive perfumes. Why do you have to go with them? You have nowhere to go. I don't know, man. Every day restaurant to go and eat. When you're going to eat restaurant now, which fashion you want to be fashioning? Nah, me, I'm done shopping, man. I've learned my lesson. You know, it's quite unfortunate that I learned a little bit quite late, but it's what it is. Now I'm going to be a minimalist, man. It's very healthy. It's a healthy lifestyle. What I'm going to do is, I noticed that Canadians, they mainly focus on winter because it's the longest season. So I noticed that they mainly invest in the jackets. You see a Canadian buying a $3,000 jacket. So they like to have good jackets that's going to protect them and everything, that Canadian goose and all those things, you know. They invest on winter clothing. They invest on their boots and everything. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to follow their ways, you know. Winter, I'll focus on getting a very good jacket, you know. Focus on getting one solid boot to crush the snow. One fashion boot for winter that I know that I can wear for events and everything. And focus on one boot that I can wear just randomly to walk around and everything when I go to the office. Something light, you know, summer clothes. I'll just focus on getting a few things here and there that I really like. What I mean by really like, I mean really like. Maybe like get like 5 shorts, 5 skirts, shirts that I know I can go with it. Accessories is just, there's certain accessories I don't like anymore. I'll just focus on statements. No more buying of a whole bunch of garbage, buying of a whole bunch of nonsense and everything. No. Statements, quality, and that is it. And I'll just have it there. So I don't even have to declutter all the time. I know that, okay, I'll just sectionize my bedroom. I know that, okay, this section is winter, this section is summer, this section is spring. And I'll keep wearing my clothes. And I don't care about what anybody has to say, because honestly, 20 years, every year, there's hope, there's hope. There's no hope. There's no hope in Canada. Canada is not a fashion country. And like I was even saying before, I did not even finish. There are some things that I do in Canada here. It affects me to the point that in Canada here, I forget about myself. When I wake up in the morning, sometimes even the clothes are in the laundry rack, I'll just bring it out like this one by one. Sometimes even it's even folded, it's rampled. I'll just take the thing, put it on my body, and I'll go out. Nobody cares. But when I travel, when I go to Europe or when I go to Africa, there's fire on the mountain. Because you have already gotten used to your Canadian lifestyle. So when you go there now, and people are like, we're going out, and they see you not taking your time to iron your clothes, they're like, girl, what do you think you're doing? You don't take your time to clean your shoes. Like, girl, why are you so dirty? You don't take your time to... It's just a mess, man. There are some dirty habits that I have learned from Canada that stuck with me. And I find it very difficult to adjust when I go back home. I find it difficult to adjust. And if people go back home, they find it very hard to understand. But it's just what it is. I used to be like that too before. But you know, when you come to a new environment, you know, gradually with time, you join the crew. It's not our fault. Even we go back home even. Now when I go back home even, I don't feel like wearing all these fancy things. I just have a collection of nice t-shirts. I have a whole bunch of clothes. By the end of the day, I find myself again doing the same thing. Collecting maybe like 15 t-shirts, because back home I sweat a lot. A few tank tops and everything, a few dresses, you know, a few skirts. And when I go there, I don't even find myself wearing it. I end up wearing the ones that I'm comfortable with. But it's a Canadian habit, you know. And another thing that I notice is that sometimes, you know, when they advertise those clothes in the mall and everything, you get carried away. You're like, I can wear this thing on my next vacation, or I can wear this thing to my next trip to Africa. But the thing is this, we are so busy in Canada, and nothing guarantees you that you'll be able to take that trip next year. Most of us, how many times we go back home? Some people, they go back home once every 3 years. Some people even, they have been in Canada for 20 years, 10 years, 15 years, they've never been back home. A lot of people don't travel. As soon as they come here, it's just bills, responsibilities, and they're just working and paying taxes. They don't travel. Some people even come on places like Jamaica, Cuba, and everything. They don't go. So all those things that you're buying, where is it to go to? Because like I said, it's only church, office, Christmas gatherings during Christmas. Summer, maybe like you have like 1 or 3 barbecues and everything. Hopefully a wedding. Hopefully 1 or 2 birthdays. hopefully one graduation during summer, or maybe 2 graduations. And you might even have a lot of friends, but you might not get invited to their events. And you know, the older we get, the less you care about impressing people. Your friend circle becomes smaller, so there are less reasons to be out there. Most times you have chillovers at home, Netflix and chill, you know, wine evenings, girls' nights. And like I said, your friend circles, as you're getting older, they become smaller, because the older you get, the less you trust people. And most times, the older you get, I don't know about you guys, but if I leave my home for you, it means I really love you. I mainly enjoy sitting at home, making popcorns, making crepes, you know, cooking. We sit there in front of TV, drink wine. That's what I enjoy nowadays. I don't enjoy going out randomly and everything. Man, I don't know, man. When it comes to clothes, when it comes to fashion, Canada is not the country for it, man. So like I said, for me, honestly, I'll just have a few clothes. And what I mean by a few, I'm going to bring it so down to maybe like, for all the seasons, I'm going to bring it down to like maybe like 80 clothes, because nah, I'm done with that lifestyle. I'm done with that life. And whatever I'm going to have, I'm going to make sure that I wear the shit out of it. I'm going to wear it. And when I'm traveling, maybe if I know for sure I'm traveling, I've bought my ticket, is confirmed, then I might get a few clothes here and there and everything. But I'm not just going to be buying things randomly and be like, oh no, I'm going to travel someday and wear it and everything. No. What I'm going to focus on is just keeping my weight in a stable place, you know, not to be obese today, skinny tomorrow, medium size tomorrow. No, because that too makes you to buy a lot of things, and you just end up having a lot of random things in your home, you know. Just keep to wearing things that fit my morphology, be clean and neat, you know. Aesthetics, have clean nails, and just have a clean face, take care of my face and everything, take care of my skin, you know. Invest on natural products and everything, because honestly, man, it's pointless. Like right now, a few days ago, I actually wanted to cry because I was looking at my whole makeup. Like, let me give you guys an example. I bought this very expensive eyeshadow palette, and the palette is going to 3 years now, and I've only used that palette, let me see, like 4 times. Like, for God's sake. And that palette was so expensive. I know sometimes some people are like, you know what, I don't care, I'm just gonna keep using it. But you know, me, I'm very careful about things that go on my eyes, especially my face in general. You know, those things, they do expire, and you have to be very careful. You know, I was looking at all those things and I was just like, so much anger. Like, I'm just like, this is so much money. This is a lot of money, you know, lipsticks and everything expiring on me, and I've never used it. All this sprays, makeup setting expiring on me. What's the point, man? Perfumes are in the room looking at me. And you know, in Canada, they have this thing. They don't really permit perfumes at offices, you know. If you work in the hospital, you can't wear perfumes. So it's just here and there, you'll be puffing here and there, because where I work, they're very sensitive. No smells, you know. I'm sure even all my perfumes are evaporating. When I look at them, sometimes some of them I'll just puff once, I'll come back, the bottle has gone to halfway, because the thing is there now, it's evaporating. During summer, when I open the windows, they hit to be hitting it, and the thing is going to be evaporating away. So honestly, you know, all those makeups and everything, if I find somebody that's traveling to Africa, like, I'm going to pack everything and send it off and start all over again. And what I'm going to do is that I'm maybe going to have 2 fancy lipsticks that I know that, okay, one I can wear on everyday basis, one is for like events. No more makeup for me, man. Maybe like just go to thread my eyebrows and everything to give my face a better shape and everything. But apart from that, everything is so difficult in this country when it comes to fashion. Even the hair doing, like, we're always wearing wigs on our hair like grandmas. That's a topic for another day. It's not easy at all. It's just crazy. I'll give out all that makeup, I'm not buying again. Perfumes, I'll go to the section, give out, keep maybe like 2 or whatever. My favorite scents. It's very discouraging. For clothes, I've already given out a whole bunch of them. Shoes, I'll give them out, because shoes, today you can be size 10. You lose weight now, you become size 8. Those shoes now are useless, you know. You can be size 8 today, you gain weight, you become size 10. I will declutter my life. I'm in the process of decluttering my life. I will wear what I have. Like I said, it's mainly going to be about quality and statements for me. No more whole bunch of nonsense. And it's what it is, man. So that is it. That is what I wanted to talk about. Let me know about you. You know, your experience and everything. If for you too, the way things are done over here was a huge shock. And if, you know, maybe you have been stubborn, you refuse to change, you keep doing you, or maybe with time it got to you like me, because honestly for me it really got to me because it's pointless. The kind of energy I get from Europe, from Africa, when you wear something, when you step out in the street, oh, you look so good, and you know, people care about the exterior, people care about how they look, aesthetics and everything. But over here, no man. At the beginning it was difficult for me, but I was very judgmental at the beginning. I was like, these Canadians, oh my god, oh my god. But nowadays, now even some days I don't even wear lotion. I rely on the nature to keep my body moist and tender. That is how ratchet I have become. I have become so ratchet to the point that, but you cannot blame us. It's just what it is. I think one will just focus on eating well, because whatever you ingest, you know, the way you eat reflects on your skin. Let me know down below if, you know, you're going through the same thing, if you have gotten to the stage of your life where you're just like, you know what, nah man, I'm done with this thing, man. No more impulsive buying, no more. It's just unnecessary. Unless it's needed, I'm not part of that anymore. Yeah man, even if in the future I'm to get pregnant, I'm going to find a way to fit into the clothes that I have. If I can't fit anymore, I'm not going to buy more than 5 pregnancy clothes. I'm going to buy 5 that I'm comfortable with, and that's what I'm going to be wearing. I'm going to buy 5 for the summer, 5 for winter, and I'm going to wash and repeat. I don't have time. I don't have time for stress. So please, if you're going through the same thing, if you're frustrated like me, let me not even say frustrated like me, because the frustration has passed. I'm defeated. I'm at the stage where I am defeated. So let me know down below if we're at the same stage, or if you're just entering the frustration stage, or if you're just like, you know what, I'll keep doing what I want to do. Let me know down below. But I know for sure I'm not the only one feeling this, especially for us women. All right, bye, and y'all have a great day. All right, ciao ciao ciao.